Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play Railway Empire. In the previous episode, we began rebuilding all this track work to basically connect the last few track nodes together. Although I forgot to connect these two track nodes at Bismarck. But anywho, in this episode, we're basically going to continue connecting a couple of industries around the map to help bring these cities up to standard, make sure they have cargo that our railroad can ship. But first things first, let's get the track connections at Bismarck finished. Pass by the servicing tower, curve by the river, pass a cement quarry for some reason. I personally prefer, why would a quarry like that be mining out cement? Shouldn't that be like a stone quarry? And then something like that? I don't know. Cannot go any north than that. So our railroad will basically have reached the northern border a lot earlier, well, quite surprisingly very easily. Then we'll have to basically reconnect with this section of track. But the thing is, however, passengers want a nice speedy route to their destination. So that will not work. However, if we could reconnect with this line that's running out of the town of Miles City towards Great Falls, that might be a little different. We'll just build by the river. Well, we'll have to build a bridge over the Cotton Branch. Put 0%, then lower it down, and then finally connect. Like so. And there we go. We basically have all track nodes connected to at least a city station on the entirety of the game. Now, according to these dates, I'm not really sure we can get Odessa in time to basically be the city with the largest population. To be honest, growing a city's population in a short span of time is not my forte. Growing cities take time. You need a lot of promoters and a lot of trains delivering supplies. But, anyway, now that we got Bismarck connected, Great Falls is only producing beer and clothing. Bismarck is not big enough for... it's actually big enough for clothing. So, and Great Falls is big on paper too. So, we'll start off between Bismarck and Great Falls with a freight train. Since there's beer being produced, we'll basically allocate clothes and paper to the train. And then we'll operate a train between Bismarck and Great Falls on a passenger run. Put the same waypoint here. Organize this as passenger. And we'll start off at Great Falls instead, which means this track node will have to be replaced. Let's see. It's coming down this way, so put the Inyo in charge. Gunning car. Let's see. Ability bonus. Doctor. There's plenty of clothes to be picked up. And plenty of paper to be picked up too, due to the abundance of lumber available. Wait, lumber? I meant logs. Now then, send a couple more employees to the company. Accountant, 26% lower cost on leading an auction. This will give my station master a boost, but that means I'll have to give up this guy, reducing 19% on my locomotives. But, considering how far we're into the set tree now, I don't think it's too much of an issue. Let's also unlock the smoke deflectors. they'll allow my passenger revenue to increase by 4%. See, no suitable freight available. That's between Chaplin breeding of Salt Lake City. Oh yeah, there's no more cattle to be processed. So this track will have to be removed. But that reminds me, what will the track for Chaplin breeding be used for? There's only one town that's being served by this industry. So, I'll have to quickly destroy it, rebuild it with a single track station. Reconnect it, delete that. And of course, I also gotta fix these ticket prices between the two cities. $173, 108, 66. Ooh, $146. Ooh, there we go, $88. I think this basically, well, goes up. Passengers want a much more cheaper route the faster the train can travel between destinations. Anyway, now that we got that done, let's have a look let's have a look around to see what else we can connect. New Orleans does need corn to grow, so the Parker Manor will probably handle it. We'll basically connect it here and here. Go switch. And we'll use the Rogers 260 Mogul and assign it to the train between Parker Manor to New Orleans. We're on track 1, and then the train will deliver corn to New Orleans to help it grow, as the city is only basically about 20,000 residents. A delivery of corn will help boost its revenue, and now it just needs beer. Atlanta is producing, well, meat. Let's see, Nashville. Yeah, there's a freight train that travels along Nashville. Let's get a freight train between Nashville and New Orleans. Passenger train. Started in Nashville. Inyo. Conductor. Stoker. Security guard. Let me see. San Antonio's doing pretty well, but it could be better. Since San Antonio is producing meat, let's bring in trains of corn and trains of cattle into town. And because of their short distance, we'll probably add a small locomotive to the operation. First of all, gotta get some new signals here. Connect it. And then, this is gonna be difficult. Darn. I'll have to redo the switch to the main line. Let's see. How tight can I make this curve? Like that. No. I'll have to rebuild that. Too close to the existing track. Great. We'll do it like this. And, are you serious, game? Sometimes the track work in this game can really get to you. Because sometimes it says, oh, that curve is too tight. Or, oh, this track is too close. What the heck? course, I'll also want to operate another train too. First train will carry cheeses. No paper, no meat. Pick up meat. Well, no meat. Pick up loads of cloth. Then pick up some paper. And then pick up more cloth. This will mean we'll have to use the refrigeration car to carry the cheeses. Speaking of which, we'll have to upgrade the dairy farms as well. Dairy farms? Seriously, I meant to say dairy processors. Paper mills were doing pretty well too, but we'll need to deliver more logs. Oh, connection bonus, I am taking that for sure, bringing vegetables into Houston. Put in the Rogers Mobile. And our shays are doing pretty well with their logging operations. Now, considering we're in this, let's basically replace some of our engines on many of the rules with this. A Great Northern Railway Mastodon 480. Let's see. Let's look for ones with rural businesses. It's a lot bigger and faster than the Baldwin 10-wheeler, so we'll replace it on that. Security guard, yes please. Express from Houston to Nashville, not gonna actually happen. Gunboat diplomacy in Korea. Ah, yes, this is basically still part of the Japanese DLC. Consolidation B, no thanks. We also have enough for the technical standards. This will basically reduce the amount of money we need to pay for a new locomotive by 50%. I think we might be able to get Odessa to the highest population if we are lucky. Now then, since the city is corrupt, we are now getting cheeses in, and now the train will head back to pick up some more paper from Houston. Where is that freight train? Ah, there she is. One of the moguls is bringing in more milk to make cheese. Battle of Little Bighorn. Cluster suffers crushing defeat. Okay, wait for the signal for the passenger train to pass. Let's see. Do I have a speed bonus? No, I only have as a reliability bonus. But I have a lot of security guards, which I'll reuse for... Oh, I forgot I don't have... I might as well put some more crews on the passenger train. Okay. Same for this one too. Man, many of my passenger trains don't have any crews on board, so they're not getting much benefits. Howard Preserve. Now, we basically could unlock the funding program, but we basically need to unlock the people first. And I'm waiting for the New York Central American class locomotive until the 1880s. Because I believe that's when the locomotive was first built. Because the locomotive reached a supposed high speed of 112.5 miles an hour back in 18. We're also waiting to get the Columbian 242, because the last locomotive, geared locomotive in the US, is the Class C Shay. Let's see, 73,000. Chocolates, well, candies are available until 1880. It needs cement, then it needs newspapers, which are not available until 1890. It will need salt, it will need tools, pottery, furniture, chemicals, canned goods, toys, and then eventually gasoline and automobiles. Let's see. It's gotten clothes. It's getting meat. But let me think. How am I gonna? I might need to deliver toys and furniture in. Well, along other things. I think when Denver is big enough, I'll basically start operating freight trains from here to Odessa. Again, I'll have to basically lay track on where it will cross over the main line without any steep grades. Hmm. Well, this is quite a predicament. Tessa is not big enough yet, but once the paper arrives, it's going to make things so much easier. But not to mention, I think I'll basically operate a secondary freight train as well to carry the same. $10 million in annual revenue. That's good. But we only have one more year left to get this city to the largest population. And that population to beat is 118 residents. Even New York is not big enough. Michigan is big, Toledo is big, Chicago is the biggest city with most population because of its locations around the area. Which we'll have to upgrade this so we can make more liquor to sell to other cities. So we need to get at least 132,000. That's not going to be easy due to the remote area. We got an accountant, 16% off on locomotives, but we will lose the bonus on the station master. So no thanks. Well, we might as well get the decapod in a bit. Wait, what am I thinking? No. This locomotive, I'm waiting till the beginning of the 20th century. Because it has a 20th century style vibe in it. The city's getting up to 82,000. National Railroad strike. Let me think. Oh, there's actually is cement here. I personally like to call this limestone myself. Because why would cement be mined at a quarry? Doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll put the Mastodon in charge of this operation. 112 stations connected. And now the Mastodon will pick the first load of, well, cement down to Odessa to help it grow a bit. Also have an inventor. Gonna get that. We have over 465 innovation points, which will unlock for the Shay Class C and the Site class. Now, the Class C Shay is basically the regular B Class Shay, but fitted with a tender. Some well-known examples of this class are the cast scenic railroad shays that once worked with the former Mauer Lumber Company in West Virginia. Elliott Hall in Minneapolis. Nope, I'm not delivering clay products. So, because of that, I think I probably might replace the Lopez Pit Shay with this Class C one. And let me think. Ooh. This is the last year we'll have a chance to get Odessa to grow. Okay. Let me think. Long distance, too much. But for the short distance... Now, some of these whistles depend on the different locomotive. Like the whistle on the Shay class is a high pitch, and the Class C is a low pitch. Plus, some of these locomotives do have reused whistles, although there are some exceptions, like the EMD E-Series diesel. But we're not into that just yet. Plus, Odessa is fully grown, and we'll need to basically provide a new industry here. Let's see, there's no nearby coal mines, so we can't make pottery. There's no need for refineries yet because the city is not the 20th century. This is a bit of a sticky wicket. Let's see. I think if we can get... If we can get in Oklahoma City big enough, replace one of the industries in Oklahoma City with a lumber mill, we might be able to make furniture here. But one industry will have to go. Well, the city will grow again, and when it does, I'll put in a new meatpacking plant. Let's add the sawmill, upgrade it, and now let's get started on delivering some logs. We'll probably take a curved section here at Baker Clearing, travel through the mountains. Let's do a little something unique. Let's make it a track designed for the Shea class locomotives. 0%, go along the cliffs, go for a tunnel, over a small bridge, I think. No. A little steep grade down, and then a reconnection with the main line. And then place the signals here, and we'll assign one of the Shays to haul the load of logs. Let's take a little cab ride up to the between the logging camp to Oklahoma City, just for fun. We'll be passing this section of track that leads towards Houston, and now we're heading towards the mountains. Because of the tight curves and steep grades, this will basically be shade territory. Now, as you can see, the Shea is having a bit of trouble climbing up the steep grade, but it does it just fine. Around the curve, into the tunnel, and then out of the tunnel towards Oklahoma City. The task is going to expire. Yes, Gabe, I know it's going to expire. But let's just see what happens. Pull into Oklahoma City. Well, let's just put it down to 3.2 cars first. And let's just set up a freight train between Oklahoma City to Odessa. Do we have one between those two cities? Yeah, we already do. So we'll basically assign the train in Odessa to pick up lumber. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna basically complete this task. But it was a good shot, though. I mean, Odessa's at 100,000 residents. I mean, we only have a few months before the end of the mission. San Antonio to Odessa. Sometimes these passenger trains do not load up with passengers automatically, so you have to personally wait for them to get that. Oh, great. A train traffic jam. I hate these things. This happens when too many trains are entering the same station at the same time. So you should be, no, I am not getting an engine until the 1900s. Because, I mean, this engine has modern style aesthetics. It looks like something from the 1900s. I did not complete that mission in time. Well, we tried. And we only got the rank of porter. But if you think this is the end of the game, no. We are going to still continue this, baby. And from that, we'll basically call it for now for this episode. So, if you like this episode of Railway Empire and want to see more, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new uploads each Friday at around 12 o'clock p.m. Central US time. This is Texas Gaming Industries saying thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!